Hey everyone, so today we're talking about a totally different kind of AI. This isn't one that just scours the whole internet. Nope, this one becomes an expert on just one thing, and that's your information. Let's break down what makes this thing so different.
Okay, so have you ever had this happen? You ask an AI for help on, I don't know, a research paper, and it spits out this amazing sounding answer, but then you find out it's just completely made up. Yeah, we've all been there. These AI hallucinations are a massive headache, especially when you need facts you can actually, trust.
And right there, that's the key difference. Think about it. A general AI, like a ChatGPT, is trained on, well, the entire internet. All of it. The good, the bad, the weird, the flat out wrong. But NotebookLM, it's completely different. It only knows what you teach it. Its whole world is just the documents and sources that you personally give it. And that brings us to the secret sauce, the one big idea that makes this whole thing work. It's the solution to that trust problem we were just talking about. It's a concept called source grounding. So what on earth is source grounding? Well, it's actually pretty simple. Imagine the AI is on a leash, and that leash is tied directly to your documents. It literally cannot go wandering off onto the internet to guess or make stuff up. Every single answer it gives has to come from the material you provided. That's it. Full stop. Okay, so how do you actually do this? How do you build this personal brain? Well, you start by creating something called a notebook, and then you just start feeding it your sources. You're basically building a custom-made expert from the ground up for whatever project you're working on. And the stuff you can add is, well, it's pretty much everything. We're talking PDFs, text files, your Google Docs and slides, even links to websites. You can throw in public YouTube videos, audio files, you can even just copy and paste text directly. It's all about getting all your research, all your stuff, into one single place. And we're not talking about just a few documents here. You can add up to 50 different sources to just one notebook. And get this, each of those sources can be up to 500,000 words long. That is a ton of information. You can build a seriously huge personalized knowledge base. All right, so we've built our custom brain. It's loaded with our info, but here's the million-dollar question, right? How do we know we can trust what it says? Well, that brings us to the proof in the pudding. I mean, that's what you're thinking, right? If this whole thing is built on being grounded in your sources, you've got to be able to check its work. You need to see the receipts, so to speak. And this quote here really nails it. NotebookLM uses direct quotes and text right from your sources as citations. So these citations, they're not just random links. They are your proof. They let you double-check everything. Here's how it actually looks. When you get an answer back, you'll see these little citation numbers next to the sentences, like a footnote. And when you click on one of those numbers, boom, it takes you to the exact spot, the precise passage in your original document where it found that piece of information. It's total transparency. And maybe the best part, if the answer isn't in your documents, it doesn't guess. It doesn't make something up to try and please you. It'll just straight up tell you, sorry, I can't answer that with the sources you gave me. No guessing, no fabricating. And honestly, that's the feature that really builds trust. Okay, so we've established trust. We know it's not going to lie to us. Now, let's get to the really cool part, the wow factor. Because this is about way more than just Q&A. It's about what this thing can create for you. Think of it like this. Once all your info is loaded up and grounded, NotebookLM becomes your personal production studio. It can take all that raw material, your notes, your articles, your data, and transform it into some seriously useful stuff. Like, for example, it can whip up a mind map. This gives you a bird's eye view of all your research, showing you how all the main topics connect. It's an incredible way to see patterns and connections you might have totally missed otherwise. Okay, now this is just wild. It can generate an audio overview. It's basically a little podcast about your own documents. You can choose different formats like having AI hosts debate the key points or just give you a quick summary. You can literally listen to your research while you're commuting or at the gym. How cool is that? And it doesn't stop there. It can even make a video overview. It will automatically pull out key quotes, images, and charts from your documents and create an AI-narrated video presentation. It takes super complex info and just boils it down into a clear, visual story you can share with anyone. And there's even more. It can create an FAQ page based on your content. It can generate a comprehensive study guide. It can even make custom quizzes and flashcards so you can test yourself on the material. It's like a whole suite of learning tools. So when you put all of that together, what's the big picture? What is NotebookLM really? First off, let's be super clear about what it's not. It is not an all-knowing oracle. It's not trying to have an answer for every question under the sun. Instead, it's something I think is way more useful. It's your personal, grounded, and totally reliable expert. An expert on your stuff. One that you built yourself. And one you can trust because it always, always shows you the proof. And one last really important thing, privacy. The documentation is crystal clear on this. Your personal data, your sources, none of it is ever used to train their AI models. Your notebook is your private workspace, period.
So that leaves us with this final thought. Forget the frustration of an AI that just makes things up. The real question is, what could you create? What could you discover or build if you had an AI partner that you could actually truly trust?